A deep space mission funded by a private aerospace company explores a long-abandoned Clintar outpost orbiting a dying star. Inside, astronauts discover an altar inscribed with an alien script and an imprisoned sliver of a dark god, Knull. When one astronaut touches the relic, he is possessed and becomes the first Void Herald, a corrupted host meant to pave the way for Knull's arrival. Eddie's new normal. Eddie Brock and Venom now live in seclusion in Alaska, avoiding cities and law enforcement after the chaotic events of Venom: The Last Dance. Eddie tries to maintain a normal routine, but Venom is agitated, sensing a pull from something vast and ancient. Their mental link becomes unstable. Strange weather. Earth experiences severe cosmic phenomena: a red eclipse that lasts hours, gravitational anomalies, and auroras visible worldwide. News reports speculate on solar storms, but astronomers at NASA detect something far worse: an entity the size of a moon heading toward Earth. It's cloaked in a living black cloud. Segment 4, Codex Rising. We're introduced to the Codex Division, a covert task force under global authority meant to contain or weaponize symbiotes. They've secretly tracked Eddie and plan to extract Venom for research. Flash Thompson, presumed dead, has been revived using synthetic symbiote remnants and now serves as Agent Venom. Segment 5, A Warning from Beyond. Doctor Strange finds Eddie in Alaska and explains that reality is weakening due to the arrival of a primordial force from the void. Knull, creator of the symbiotes. Strange shows Eddie a vision: Earth consumed in darkness, with symbiote dragons turning cities to ash. Eddie realizes the connection is personal. Segment 6, The Herald descends. The possessed astronaut, Void Herald, crashes to Earth and begins infecting people with fragments of Knull's essence, turning them into void spawn, twisted symbiotes with red eyes and skeletal designs. They form a hive and begin transforming entire neighborhoods. Segment 7, City of Shadows. New York becomes ground zero. Eddie and Venom return to the city to help civilians caught in the chaos. Venom fights multiple void spawn, but is weakened by the growing influence of Knull's hive. The public sees Eddie Venom in a new light, confusing him with a savior. Segment 8, Flashback to Clintar. Venom's memory is unlocked through a psychic ritual. We see Knull forging the first symbiote blades in the void, battling celestials and binding symbiotes into a hive to control them. Venom explains that Knull is not just a god, he is the absence of light and freedom. Segment 9, The Return of Flash Thompson. Agent Venom confronts Eddie. Though they start off fighting due to mistrust, Flash reveals he's been bonded to a new symbiote clone designed for combat. Flash believes Venom is corrupted due to his link to the hive. However, Venom insists he's different. Reluctantly, they agree to cooperate. Segment 10, Raid on the Vault. Eddie and Flash team up to infiltrate a black site where ancient symbiote technology is kept. With help from Scream's dormant host, Andy Benton, they recover an ancient Clintar weapon called the Knull Blade, forged from anti-symbiote matter, capable of killing Knull. Segment 11, The Hive Awakens. Knull speaks through all corrupted symbiotes, including ones inside animals, machines, and people. Venom's thoughts are invaded, and he becomes unstable. Flash tries to put Venom down, but Eddie pleads for time to sever the hive from within. Segment 12, Fractured Trust. Tensions rise. Flash believes the only way to stop Knull is to destroy all symbiotes. Eddie counters that some can be saved, especially Scream, who has resisted full hive control. The group fractures. Eddie takes Scream and Andy, while Flash forms a strike team of Codex soldiers. Segment 13, Scream Reborn. Scream fully awakens and speaks to Eddie. She reveals Knull fears something within Venom, a defect that makes him unique. The three symbiotes, Venom, Scream, Agent Venom, perform a ritual to temporarily sever Venom's connection to the hive, allowing him to think clearly again. Segment 14, The Knull Gate. A tear opens in the sky as Knull arrives on his dragon, Grendel, a world-eating symbiote. The skies darken, cities are ravaged. Void spawn fill the streets. Knull walks across the ocean toward land, his towering silhouette visible from space. All hope seems lost. Segment 15, Sacrifice of the Hive. Venom proposes cutting the hive's link forever, but at a cost. Severing the hive will kill every connected symbiote, including Venom, unless they evolve into self-sufficient entities. Eddie agrees. Scream volunteers to lead the ritual, channeling the Hivebreaker energy. Segment 16, Codex Betrayal. Codex captures Grendel using advanced tech and tries to extract Knull's essence. This backfires horribly. Knull awakens mid-experiment and kills every scientist. Flash barely escapes with his life. He realizes the need for unity with Eddie and returns to help. Segment 17, Venom Ascends. With Scream's help, Venom undergoes a metamorphosis, fusing deeper with Eddie to become King Venom, a towering, godlike version with white flame marks and hive-splitting roars. He now resists Knull's psychic pull entirely. Eddie leads the symbiote resistance. Segment 18, Final Battle. A sprawling war erupts in Times Square. Grendel fights Scream and Agent Venom. Knull duels Eddie, mocking his humanity. Eddie uses the Knull Blade and his evolved Venom form to strike Knull at his core, aided by Strange's spells to sever Knull from the physical plane. Segment 19, The End of Knull. Eddie fatally impales Knull with the Knull Blade. The remaining symbiotes scream in unison. Knull dissolves into black mist, his hive disbanded. Earth is saved, but Scream dies in the process. The remaining symbiotes regain individuality, free from the hive for the first time. Segment 20, A New Order. Eddie watches sunrise from a rooftop. Venom ponders their place in this new world. Flash and Eddie part as allies. In space, a small fragment of Knull's essence drifts toward a new host, hinting at Toxin or Anti-Venom. Credits roll. Would you like this in script?